Hello lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm doing a twin flame tarot, which I haven't done for a while, so I'm glad to be back doing them. And yeah, I love to chat with you guys. And we're doing the divine masculine, divine feminine. As you can see, I've got my gorgeous Christmas tree right in front of us here, the beautiful white one. I thought I'd, actually found this in an op shop, which is really cool. My mum found it, and we're going to be using it as our beautiful ornament on the table for this Christmas dinner, which will be lovely. And I just thought, how beautiful is this in the video right now? So Merry Christmas to those who celebrate, happy holidays, which are coming up very soon. And this is a timeless reading, so you can watch this whenever. Just checking my nails are okay. Yep, that's good. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to stop rambling. So we got the divine masculine, divine feminine, and the energy cards I'm using today are my divine oracle that I created. You can find any of my decks if you're interested on makeplayingcards.com. There is a link in the description box below if you want to check them all out. I've got these I'm using today as well, my Divine Chakra Love Messages, as well as my recent deck, Divine Confessions of a Loving Heart. And today I'll be using my Divine Love Oracle. And also Liz Harrison's Divine Feminine 101, as well as her Divine Masculine 101. She's also on makeplayingcards.com. Her Twin Flame Oracle I'll be using today. And I've got Bloom and Arrow Oracle, Tammy, who's another Australian reader. She's awesome. She's done the Soul to Soul Sacred Sex Oracle. So I'll be using them today. And I got this cards years ago. These are Lover Oracle, I think they're called. And I'll be using these beautiful Lantern Oracle that I got as a gift from Confessions of an Angel Tarot. Thank you, Anastasia. These are gorgeous cards. I really love them. They'll be for the divine guidance that we use at the end of the reading. And these are the Beauty and Love and Tragedy Oracle by Lenormand by Kay, which can also be found on makeplayingcards.com. Now, this is amazing. So this is the beautiful cards by Ciro Marchetti, I think his name is. I've got to remember how to pronounce it. But I have been using these for so long. This is one of my oldest decks, one of my newest decks that I ever bought. And these gorgeous tarot, which are massive, I just love these. These are the Enchanted Tarot, I think they are. Just trying to see it here. Yes, the Enchanted Tarot. They're so beautiful, and I haven't used these for a long time. So let's get started, okay? Wowies, and you have the chance to win a reading with me for this Christmas 2022. Right now, between now and December 22nd, you can win. Oh, well, actually, you need to enter, subscribe, put love hearts, the green love hearts that you normally do on the comments of the videos between now and then, the 22nd. And I will be drawing out 2 lucky winners to win a private reading with me, which will be video recorded and sent to your email. So you might want to know what's coming up for the new year, whatever it is. Could be a love reading, you name it, whatever you wish. And I am sending you lots of luck for that. Good luck, guys. So that is what you can win. If you want to if you want more chances to win, you just need to pay $3.33 into my PayPal account after the first 2 steps. And that will give you 7 extra entries, okay? And I will publish a live video. Well, it won't be a live, but it'll be a premiere. I will publish a video which actually draws out the winners so you can see how it works and who wins. It's really exciting. Let's get started. Okay, we got the Divine Masculine. Let's have a look, Divine Masculine. Your current energy right now for this week. Thank you, angels. Divine Masculine. I meant to say too, all the competition details will be in the description box and comments section below. So Divine Masculine, let me get my energy right, intention. Okay, what energy are you currently in regarding this connection, Divine Masculine? What current energy? Wowies, there it is. Okay, where is he? Here he is. Wow, so it says you are almost there. I'm loving this because see how she's on this cliff face here? She's up above everything. She's looking from a higher perspective. So this is like the Divine Masculine looking over everything. It's like overseeing things right now, being able to see things from a higher perspective, knowing that he's almost where he wants to be in his life right now. And I just love how this flowing dress, it's almost like the breeze is just blowing back on this dress here, so there's not a care in the world. And I think that's what he's how he's feeling. Okay, he might be feeling like he's on top of things right now, or getting on top of things right now, which I think is just beautiful. And also, the divine feminine, you could also see it as, is kind of like looking out into the distance, maybe waiting for her divine masculine to meet up with her. So we got the Page of Swords. Yeah, he's deeply going into his mind right now. Might be gathering information, might be researching things. He might not be in contact with the divine feminine. He might be just really trying to pay attention to, because it can be emotional immaturity sometimes. But it's a very positive card too, because the page is always about a new beginning and it's about learning. And I feel with this one, that this being the Gemini energy too, that he's very inquisitive. He wants to learn, he wants to grow and expand, and he wants to gather information and have knowledge before he comes forward and maybe further commits to something or speaks from his heart. He wants to be able to have the emotional maturity as well. So he is on a journey right now. There is things there are things he wants to say to the divine feminine, but I think he wants to say it at the right time, when it feels right for him, when he feels that he's really just got everything in order. That's what it feels like for this one. He might be someone who likes organization. Might definitely might want to just ponder over things before impulsively jumping in. So if he's gone quiet at the moment, that's because he's just focusing on the things he needs to finish up and wrap up in his life as well. He's a student in life. And, we've got the little blue bird here too, which represents the throat chakra. It's the messenger. So I feel like he's getting ready to say something very soon, but he could be hesitating a little bit too. So you might feel like, even you might be quite aware of it, that you feel like he wants to say something, but he's holding back. And that's because of what, this stuff he's doing here. He's still working on himself. So what about the feminine? What energy is she currently in regarding the masculine right now? So third eye chakra, light. Use your intuition to see the truth. So she might be seeing him in her mind's eye. She might be visualizing things how she wants them to be right now. She's using her intuition to see the truth. So instead of just getting caught up in the 3D worries or whatever it might be, if you're at a physical or distance or separation where you haven't had a conversation for a while, this could be what the divine feminine is doing, is going into her spiritual, like using that spiritual channel to be able to see him. So it's so beautiful how we got the blues here too. So I feel like he's trying to visualize what he needs to do, and in his mental space here, he's imagining it, he's visualizing things he needs to do, and the divine feminine is trying to tap into that as well. I feel like she might be remote viewing him in some ways, trying to see what he's doing. And but it also represents that he is coming to her in her visions and dreams. So we've got here the King of Wands. Yeah, that's definitely the divine masculine, but she's also in this energy, being the visionary, being the powerful leader, stepping up, stepping confidently and assertively and creatively into something right now. But yes, being the masculine energy here too, I really feel that she sees him in this light, where she looks up to him, being the third eye here. She envisions him to be the successful masculine, whereas at the moment he's feeling like a page. So she sees him as a king and he sees himself as a page. So he feels like he's not yet there, but she sees him as already there. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. This is the Leo energy. And so she can see that she might be very proud of him right now. There's something that she's looking up to him about here, and she's trying to see him in a positive light rather than if there's been any fears or anxieties, or if she knows that he's not yet where he wants to be. She sees him like this. She sees him as this, maybe even in the 5D, this is how she's viewing him right now, of what his true potential is. So what is the divine masculine truly feeling at this time on a deeper level right now? Spiritual awakening, and you're not alone. So how he's feeling about the divine feminine is he wants to let her know that he's with her in spirit as he's going through this spiritual awakening and a lot of changes, the dark night of the soul, anything could be happening. The light's turning on, the light bulb's turning on now, the aha moment is coming in. And he wants her to know that she's not alone. Even if they are not in contact, he's with her, by her side, spiritually. It's almost like, too, that he sees that she is the guiding light, and he may also feel at times on this journey where he's choosing to be solo, he also feels her by his side. So it's almost like he is really awakening to the spiritual aspect of this connection. Okay, so there could be telepathy. It may be that he just feels her presence very strongly when he thinks about her. But I feel like he is also letting her know, like, you're not alone. I am, even though I'm not physically or able to be where I need to be in this connection, you're not alone. I am thinking of you. I'm undergoing an amazing awakening. And maybe he's learning about this kind of thing too, about twin flames or various sacred connections. There's something he's gathering info with here. He wants to know all about relationships, what the one means, okay? What you might mean for him, because he can't shake you. And it's really cute. Like, I feel like he can't shake you. And as much as he might not even be trying to shake you from him, but yeah, I just feel like especially if you've been years apart or months apart, or even if you are in contact and it's just like he's kind of just hesitating or just not jumping into something, I feel like he just can't shake the fact that it keeps coming back to you. There's a strong feeling, a pull towards you, but yet he doesn't feel ready yet to jump in and tell you everything he feels. Look at that. The King of Swords is coming up. So interesting, because this is his feelings about you, okay? This is where he's at, and this is how he feels. So he wants to be the king. He wants to be assured. He wants to have that knowledge from this spiritual revolution that he's going through right now. He is going through massive change. He is learning on the journey. He is asking questions about life, about love, about you, about where he's meant to be in the world. And he wants you to know that, you know, he wants to bring in truth. He does hold integrity, and it might be still something he's learning to embrace if it hasn't always been that way. But I feel like this is his intention, to show you he's trustworthy. He walks his talk. He wants to be in a place where he can walk his talk with you. He doesn't want to be unreliable in and out. You know, that's normally the Knight of Wands, yeah, and the Knight of Swords as well. But I feel like this energy could also be unreliable in terms of just holding back and maybe sitting on the fence. But he wants to be this person that when he makes a decision, it's for the real thing, okay? And so, yeah, Six of Cups, yeah, he wants to return to you. So it's like he wants to take off from where it was when it was absolutely beautiful, when you're best friends. You know, it's almost like there's two little soulmates, you know, who share everything together and explore the world together. And you might have known each other for a long time. They are from your past. Could be childhood even for some people. But it's like the inner children, like your inner child and his inner child are both very playful and just best mates, and want to go hand in hand and walk through any adventure together in life. And I think that's what he wants with you. And it's so beautiful. So yes, he wants a serious commitment, you know, to this, to share with you what he truly feels and not to be afraid of sharing that. But also he wants this beautiful softness in the connection as well. And this is the soulmate energy. So he knows that you are his person. And also, I don't do reversals, by the way. So yes, there's an internal conflict going on. He's battling with something right now. And it could be these changes that is happening right now. It could be that there's a long distance, you know, connection going on here. There could be physical things in his environment, or he's just not where he wants to be in moving towards this. It might not be the right time, but there's something he's definitely feeling conflicted with around getting to this point right now where he wants to be in order to, move forward with you. So let's see, what is the divine feminine really feeling for the masculine at this time? Divine feminine, wowee. Okay, so we've got someone you love is thinking of you right now. So the divine feminine is thinking of the divine masculine right now as you're watching this divine masculine. It's interesting too because we've got a divine masculine who's lying on the couch looking up to the sky, and just I feel like looking up to the sky, thinking about the divine feminine, wondering where she is in the world, what is she doing right now. Sometimes this could represent the globe that you are, countries apart, oceans apart. And I've got that, I got that Richard Marx song right here, Waiting. So what does it say? Oceans apart or something. I can't remember. I'll put it in the description box. But it could be that he's lying back thinking about her at the same time she's thinking about him. So they are connecting in that way. And it could be at night. It could be that you're literally, both of you, looking at the stars, looking at the moon. And we've got Capricorn here, practical, disciplined, responsible. So she wants to not just be daydreaming, okay? Yes, there's a lot of that here where she is daydreaming about him. But at the same time, she doesn't want to be just lost in this, okay, bubble of just wishing and fantasizing and imagining things. Like she wants to ground things. She wants to take a practical approach. Maybe that's what she's thinking of. How can I make this work? Or how can we make this work? How can we ever come into union? Or, it could be the practical thing she's looking at. Someone might be dealing with the Capricorn. And I meant to say too, that's the Aquarius energy with the King of Swords. So this is her here, the Three of Wands. Yeah, she's looking into the future. She's thinking about the future with her divine masculine. What could they possibly put in place? Practically. And what could they actually do in terms of the logistics of traveling, okay, to each other or living together or making things work? She's just in her little mindset doing that, She could be just fantasizing about that right now, imagining how a life would be practically, together. What steps would they take to make that happen? So, yeah, she's not just wishing for something just airy-fairy. This is actually something she's trying to bring into the 3D, okay, into her physical life here. So she is maybe thinking of traveling, thinking of booking a holiday, or some of them could be, doesn't have to be everybody. That's only if you are at a distance, but even if you're not at a distance from each other, it's just about expanding, okay, being able to stretch your imagination as to how this can work. Maybe you want to meet up for a coffee and have a conversation or something. But I feel like he's not ready just yet to have this conversation. I feel like there's no reason not to talk to each other. But in terms of planning for a future, it looks like he's almost there. He is undergoing spiritual awakening. I feel like he'll come to her. That's what I think is going to happen. And it'll unfold naturally. So what does he want to say to the divine feminine? Oh my God, there's so many. Oh my Lord. I can't stop loving you. I hear your heart calling to me. My heart calls to you too. And everything you want, I want too. I think about how stupid I've been. I want to show you off in my world. I have a file in my head that's all about you. I dream about you too. You are the most gorgeous thing I have ever seen, and I think about you all the time. Can we try this again? I want to meet you in person. Oh, that's so amazing. I love that. And the divine feminine says, you push all of my buttons in all the right places. And I miss talking to you about the little things. It's those things that mean so much. And if you want me, then let me know. I can't read you. You are perfect for me because we are one. I know we will be together. We are truly meant to be. Sometimes I feel like I don't exist to you. I am becoming stronger and stronger every day. And two more. Money doesn't matter to me. You matter to me. And I want everything with you. Let me give it. Oh my God, I can't talk. Let me give you it all. So they're just really letting them, each other know they want this life together. Like, you do matter to each other. No matter what's going on, they actually do want this. Okay, so let's see. What does the divine masculine actually want with this connection right now? What's on his mind around this right now, Spirit? Thank you. What's on the divine masculine's mind? He's very focused on this. So it's not like he's distracted. He's obviously focused on himself and his growth, but he is focused on the connection. So whatever it is he's focusing on now, he knows it's for the greater good of the connection. Whoop. There they are. So we've got here, he's feeling very grateful. He's looking at things that make him feel happy in the connection. He's focusing on the positives here. Feeling really good about this. This is what he wants to do as well, is focus on the positives and things that make him feel like he's on cloud nine. That's what he's doing. He's reminding himself in times where there might be doubts or fears that this feeling far outweighs and exceeds anything that might, try and hold him back. Because he sees the divine feminine as his empress. This is how he feels about her. So he wants things to blossom and flourish in their connection. And this is the Taurus Libra card here too. So he wants things to be balanced. He wants things to grow. He wants abundance in their connection together. He might want to have a family with her, because this can represent pregnancy, like the divine mother. So it could be that he wants to have her children, or have, children together. And we've got wands. So the Ace of Wands, definitely wants to bring in a new passion, a creative energy into this connection. Wants to embrace the fire. I love it. Wants to embrace the passion and the fire, and give something exciting to this. And also the Five of Pentacles. So it's basically saying it might be a stagnant feeling at the moment in his life. So he wants to change it around. He wants to be empowered and strong and full of life and have a lot to give and be able to take initiative towards this as well. So the divine feminine, what does she want with this connection at this time? Harmonious outcome, and I'm loving the swans, which is the beautiful soulmates. She wants a harmonious outcome with whatever's going on between them or in their lives right now. She wants this to be something that just falls into place. The Chariot, moving towards this harmony. Also, it can represent travel. Once again, we did see the Three of Wands too. So it could be that, that she wants to travel towards him or have him travel towards her, but it's definitely a movement forward towards a harmonious outcome here. So she definitely wants that to happen. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. So she wants to come into that energy of being strong and assured, grounded. And also she could be working on her finances and business right now, but it's all about the abundance of the connection. So she wants to also be able to share and give to the connection equally, and, show her worth in that too, that she's got something to give in the physical material world as well. So the King of Swords, so interesting, he had the King of Swords. She's got the King of Swords here, and that's the Capricorn energy and Cancer energy there, and this is the Aquarius. So once again, She wants them to be a power couple. Okay, so she sees herself as this earthy goddess. She might see herself that way, where she's really in tune with Mother Nature and the physical world. We did see the Capricorn energy as well before. Yeah, she did have the Capricorn. So Capricorn's coming quite strongly through this. Looking at something really practically and taking a practical approach, disciplined, responsible, having things in order, having that direction, knowing where you're going. So there's a focus here as well. And the Ace of Hearts, yeah, definitely wants a new beginning in this, opening her heart to this, but being wise about it at the same time. And the King of Hearts, oh my God. So she sees him as that. See, the King of Hearts is I see it as the Scorpio energy. So I feel like she sees him as her other half, obviously, and that he is the King of Hearts. So she wants him to come into his emotional mastery, and be romantic with her. You know, she doesn't want to be aloof with this as well. Like, she wants to be able to open her heart to this and feel free to do so and okay to do so. She wants, oh, look at the Ten of Swords. So if there was any kind of pain between them or any pain in her own life, she really wants this to be healed. She wants to resolve a conflict, okay, either between them or in her own life personally, because she feels like a cycle is coming to that end where she can learn and learn to love again, okay, and trust to love again. So let's have a look. What does he want to say to her? He says here, we need to heal ourselves for union. We have an important mission to fulfill here. And I'm building my career and finances. Financial security is important to me. And thank you for helping me to overcome my darkest fears and feelings of shame. And the Divine Feminine says, I have the drive to succeed. I do believe in us. Do you? I believe in us. Do you? And when I hear your voice in my head, I know you are guiding me. You'll never have to fear anything with me. I will keep you safe and secure. So she wants him to know that she's not unstable in any way. You know, she's really grounded and she knows what she wants and she knows what she can provide and offer. So let's see, what else does he want to say to the Divine Feminine? You are magnificent. You radiate so much love, warmth, and light. And let's kick back and enjoy the night with a few drinks and talk the night away. Man, I can't talk. So he just wants to chillax with her. And I want to hold you close and slow dance with you. And the Divine Feminine says, if something were to happen to me, know that I would be your spirit guide, always protecting you. And also with this, I feel like he's quite the romantic. He might not be really showing all of that just yet, but wow, he is very romantic. So when he lets that guard down, the Divine Feminine's going to be seeing a totally different side if she hasn't already. Baby, you're the one I love. You're the one I need. I will choose you every day and always. And sometimes I have to look away when we lock eyes. Our chemistry is so intense, but it's so beautiful. So let's see let's get another card with these ones here. So what does the Divine Masculine, what's he fantasizing about right now? In his thoughts, when he's in his quiet space, because we kind of see that with him where he's deep in his thoughts. What does he fantasize about? What does the Divine Masculine fantasize about, please? Release and twin flame telepathy. Wow, so beautiful. I'm just going to get back to that. I'm just going to let my cat out of my room. I think now I'm back again. I think I said this before about the twin flame telepathy, how I'm pretty sure I did, that they are connecting soul to soul, hearing each other's voice in their mind, like when they're deeply thinking about each other, they're like feeling, well, he's definitely feeling her presence by his side, that he's not alone. So even if they're not physically connecting, they're definitely feeling each other's energy and wants to feel that release, that moment, you know, of climax. Just after that, there's this release of energy into each other's bodies, into each other's souls. And so that's something that he also, another message is coming through, is that he is about to be released from something in his life. So he's fantasizing about that part with her, maybe holding hands with her like this. He might be envisioning that when they're in bed together and holding hands. And what it's like to actually, you know, reach that ecstasy together. And that's what I think he's doing, is when they're both, you know, doing that together. This is not really an 18 plus reading, but you know what I mean. When they're both having that climax and there's that release, okay, that's what he wants with her right at that moment as they're doing that in sync. Okay, together. That's what he is envisioning. Because when people actually do that together, when they're lovemaking at the right time, the same time, it's like this alignment, not just physically, but spiritually. It's your souls. It's everything emotional. It's all aligning and merging together as one. So that's what he's fantasizing about. So what about the divine feminine? What is she? There it is. I think I've got 3 for these ones. So hidden desires. So there's things she's thinking about that she has not shared with him just now. So she might want to be blindfolded. She's not sharing it. It's a little secret. So maybe she wants to share those with him at some point. One of her hidden desires might be to be spanked or to be restrained, okay? So she's envisioning these naughty little things here. It's really awesome. And she might really like it when he touches her bottom, you know. We've got the bottom here and the bottom here. Hands on, hands on. So I feel like she may be wanting to be tantalized, okay, with that. Restrained, spanked. She might like a little bit of... that bondage. So handcuffs, you know, things like that. Maybe she hasn't expressed to him any of those kinds of desires that she really has. And I feel like once she opens up more to him and they're able to explore, you know, that more with their sexuality together, that might be something she will share with him. And maybe she wants to do it to him too. So sometimes people will do, like they'll express something like a sexual gesture that they actually I can't say it, that they want to have done themselves, okay? They want that to happen to them. So pay attention to how your lover, okay, if you are actually physically connecting, pay attention to how they are kissing you or touching you or stimulating you. It might be something that they subconsciously are hoping you do to them. But she definitely has a hidden desire here for him to kind of maybe just throw her on the bed and spank her. So here we go, okay? Let's have a look at the Twin Flame Oracle. Whoops, hang on a minute. So here we go. For the connection, no, for the masculine, what are you doing, masculine, divine masculine, what are you doing? So, psychic power, trust the signs. So he's definitely in his psychic element. He's spiritually awakening to things. He's deep in his mind. He's got telepathy going on. He's really definitely opening up his, because he's focused here too, on the connection, on her. So he's tuning into her energy. Trusting the signs that come in. It could be a crow. That's so interesting because I drove past a crow today. And it really stood out to me. It's so funny. Even though I'm not the masculine, but yeah, it's funny. So the crows could be, or the ravens could be standing out to the masculines right now. That could be something that's letting him know that he's really tapping into that and to embrace it further. Because he is connecting with it. And the divine feminine, reunion, coming back together. So that's what she's focused on. That's what she believes will happen. And so for the connection, Separation heals. They will return. Oh, wow. This is amazing. So it's not even like there's animosity or anything. I feel like there's just, as I said, even if you are in contact and you're talking, but not jumping full blown into something hugely committed like living together or anything, it's just like a step-by-step process, and it's all happening really beautifully. And even if you have been years apart, definitely spiritually, emotionally, psychically, you are connecting so strongly right now. It's quite amazing. And definitely he is the one that's really open to this. Not saying the feminine's not. She seems to always be like that anyway, naturally, but he's definitely tuning in and feeling the vibe, feeling the energy here. So let's get a challenge. What is the challenge at the moment for the masculine? What is the challenge? So letting go. Okay, let's see. So we did say the word release, even though I was talking about a sexual aspect or element of it. We are looking at let go. Learn to try and let go so things can happen on their own. So when we try to take over and not let things happen naturally, we could essentially be altering the events that could unfold naturally, as well as missing very important moments and blessings we will only experience once with someone. So he's trying not to force anything. He's not trying to impulsively jump in either to control things and how it's meant to be. He is being patient with the process, with himself. He's learning to just focus on bettering himself so that he can be a better person for the connection. There could be feathers. See, we see the bird and the feathers. We've got black and white feathers that could be coming in, or grey feathers into the divine masculine's path. Just reminding him to let go and just tune in, and that's quite powerful to do that. To be in a position where you can just surrender and allow things to unfold. You don't have to control it all the time or know the answers, but psychically, if you're trusting in the signs that come your way, that'll help guide the masculine along the way as well, to kind of reassure him. So the divine feminine, what's the challenge for her at this time? We've got 2 here, and I've got 3. Wow, a few came out. Secret admirer. Okay, so she watches him intensely, I'm just trying to read that, as she has many times before. His beauty having her catch her breath, she loves him from afar, unaware that the rest of the world surrounds her. So it could be hard for the divine feminines at this time to be secretly admiring him. She's got hidden desires she's not able to come forward and let him know about. If this is a relationship or connection where she hasn't actually, if no relationship has happened, no romance, nothing, but she knows he is her twin flame, it might be very hard for her in some ways to come forward and say, hey, I know you're my person. I know who you are to me. You may not necessarily know, you're still waking up to that now. But, she's secretly admiring him, maybe watching his social media. She holds a lot of spiritual knowledge. She's holding it back here. And she wants to flirt too. She wants to flirt with him. So flirting does not have to be sexual. Anyone can flirt, and it is used for a few different reasons: to try and attract someone, or show you have an interest in them, or simply be playful or reconnect. It can be used to move closer, or no, what does it say? Move. Oh yeah, closer to someone's personal space. So what I see here is that the divine feminine might be really holding back, and she might be tempted to reach out and flirt. Maybe she's having challenges with knowing how to flirt. Maybe there's an awkwardness with this divine feminine where she feels things so deeply. It can be very intense that sometimes it's hard to come into this light-hearted, flirty, playful banter. So maybe if she's trying to flirt, it comes across as wrong. That might be a challenge for some divine feminines right here, and it could be that, for some of them, if they have a masculine in another connection, she might be looking on the outside as to what's going on here and is not liking what she sees, okay, if he is with someone else. But there's a deception here, so someone is not being honest and something is not as they seem. There is a deception happening with your partner or a close friend, or that someone could be you. Could it be that you or someone else is lying to yourself and those around you? It might not be a deliberate deception, but it is a deception nonetheless. So this could be an illusion. This could be that she's watching keeping an eye on things because, you know, in her, it could be an illusion that she thinks he's flirting with people, and that may not be the case, okay, because that's where that deception comes in. So it might be a challenge for some of the divine feminines to just keep their emotions and thoughts in check. If she, you know, the other energy here was really quite, you know, good here, but there could be some trust issues where she just needs to trust as well in the whole thing. And if he is in another connection, it looks like that will end. It does look like something is coming to an end and a close there. He's awakening to something. If there's no connection, she might just be thinking in her mind, you know, if they're not sure what's going on in each other's life, is he flirting with someone? Or it could be her own stuff here of trying to fit, okay, trying to find herself in this and where she sits in the connection. Should she reach out and just flirt in a light way, or sit back and wait, or send something serious? Like, she might be just trying to weigh it up right now. How do I respond and react to something or approach something here? All right, so I think we've got all the cards. I'm just going to get a last message from the masculine. Oh no, we did want to see, didn't we, what action he'll take this month. What action will the masculine take this week, I should say. This week, what action? So he's sitting back missing her. He's in nostalgic mood. So he is actually deep in his mind, okay, imagining, reminiscing about the divine feminine. About maybe yesterday, maybe months ago, maybe years ago. He is thinking about her very deeply. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what he's going to be doing. Wow. He is nostalgic about the love connection. I mean, if you've only just met and feelings are stirring up, he's remembering that. He's going over that in his head. Even if you haven't just met, he's still remembering the time when you met, okay? It's a very... When you first locked eyes together, that seeing eye to eye, feeling that connection, that pull, that amazing, weird feeling, I think that's how he would describe it, is like, I feel like I know you, but I don't know where from. Like, it's just that I know you kind of energy, the deja vu energy. And that's what I think he's reminiscing on, is when he first met you, he can't get you off his mind. He is trying to work out what it all means. And that's what he's awakening to right now. Amazing. So the divine feminine, what action will she take this week? Speaking her truth. Very good. I love this. So it could be that she actually does come forward and says something to him. It could be that she's just being assertive and learning to have a voice in her life. Wow, they fly out like mad. So Prince of Hearts, this is the Page of Hearts. So yeah, definitely coming from the heart. Speaking truth from the heart. And it's going to be something small, like a small gesture. It might even be a small text message. Something that just says, hey, I'm thinking about you, or how are you? And the King of Pentacles, yeah, definitely grounded energy. Feeling, where are we, the strength, yeah. So I feel like she's definitely grounding her energy this week. And being responsible, I'm hearing. Taking care of herself, taking care of her emotional needs as well. She's grounded. She's not just jumping into things recklessly. And we've got the Strength card. So, yeah, she is holding back on the... yeah, she's definitely holding back. Like, there's a standing her ground with something. Like, she's not going to be gushy. She is kind of restraining herself from just rushing in or speaking her mind fully. There will be something maybe, even if it's not towards him, it'll be on social media. There's going to be something that she puts up, just something small that might be a message for him, okay? It could be cryptic, something like that. So the masculine, wowies. So within 8 weeks, look at this, he's focusing on this time out. So it could be a 2 month, like it says within 2 months, within 8 weeks. There is this time out, but there's this time to rebuild themselves. So it could take within 8 weeks for him to really build himself up, build his life up, and then return. And the divine feminine, not this time. Summer optimism. So at the moment, it's just not the right time. It could be summer, like for some of you who, when things start to work out, or it could just be her energy, that she's coming into an optimistic energy. Like in the Southern Hemisphere here, we're coming into summer. Oh, we're actually in summer. What am I saying? Yeah, we are actually in summer now. So it could be for those in the Southern Hemisphere that it's just at the moment not time. It's just time to focus on oneself and the good things in life and see the sunshine and just try and raise that vibration up. But either way, I don't feel like there's anything really bad in this connection. So let's get a message from the masculine. Says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So this is higher self saying to the feminine, what is triggering, whatever is being triggered within you regarding me or this connection, try and see where it's coming from. Is there a core wound or a core issue there? And he also says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. I really feel like he's saying to her that this is what he's doing. He's trying to go with the flow. He's trying not to control things. He's trying to grow naturally and just allow things to come full circle. Okay, so he's trying not to resist the changes. He's just trying to... He is analysing it, trying to understand it. And I feel like there is a lot of wisdom coming to him pretty fast. And deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So I think what he's saying to the Divine Feminine, don't ever doubt yourself. Like, you have the answers. You are very in tune. You're intuitive. You know what to do. Just trust in your gut and live your life the way you know you need to. With good intentions, of course. But yeah, I think he loves seeing her blossoming and following her dreams. And she says to him, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So she's letting him know, keep going, because what you're doing is working. Even if you can't see the results just yet. Miracles are being manifested. Wowies. Okay. It's quite a few. So she says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Oh, that is so sweet. So she's saying, in times where you doubt if you're lovable, I do love you. Look inside your heart and I am there. Isn't this gorgeous? So sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So this is what it is like. I feel like the fantasizing, the physical sexual union, the spiritual sexual union, all those things, she is envisioning them together. I feel like she feels his energy when he's not there. You know, it's quite strong there, passion. Okay, so what's the advice card for the masculine? What's the advice card, please, for the masculine? Lantern. Oh, look at this. Didn't we say you're not alone? There's a lantern. Look at the lantern. See? The lantern. Very interesting. So lantern, consciousness is light. So things are coming to light for the masculine. He's going to start seeing. See the blindfold? He's going to start taking that blindfold off. Spirit is saying to him, trust, trust. And sometimes we need to... Sometimes we don't always see with our own eyes, but we can feel our way through things. So my phone died, but yeah, the 44 as well, the masculines might be seeing the 4s, 444, 44, which represents security, it's stability coming in. And I was just going to say too, like, if we're blindfolded, it kind of changes our senses. So we're not seeing things. We're not able to make a judgment on what we see, but we can make a judgment on what we hear, as well as going within and trusting in our intuition and seeing the light that we hold within ourselves as well, that can be the guiding light. I see it as well that he is looking towards the feminine for that light, but he's learning to, you know, this is the advice card, so it's asking him to also look within at his own enlightenment here. What is coming to him? What knowledge, what wisdom, what answers does he hold within himself that he can, or that can help guide him through life? So it kind of, this is so weird too, because it kind of reminds me of the Justice card in the tarot, where, you know, you got the weight here and the weight here. So that's very interesting. So it's definitely about balance and fairness. But I get the feeling that he's not to make a judgment based on things that he might think or see, or based on his past things. That the truth is going to be illuminated for him. And it's also letting him know he's not alone on the journey, that spirit is by his side, and he can rely on his own higher self and its wisdom as well. So let's have a look here for the feminine. What's her guidance card here? So yeah, there's a light in the dark, I'm hearing. The feminine, what's her guidance card, please? Wowweeze. There it is. There's a few that come out with these ones, isn't there? I think we've got 4 cards here for the feminine. Wow. Okay, she needs to hear these today. So it might be more than that. Oh, no. 37 transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So once again, it kind of reminds me of the message I just said for the masculine, is that all the answers are within. As she's going through the transitions of life, they're going to help her to go through those changes. Okay, so there are challenges that come up. There are obstacles that come up in our pathway. They're like tests. And yeah, tests that come in. And the 37, 3 and 7 is 10. So it represents the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing in a beautiful direction that actually is moving her towards her higher good. You know, it's moving... I'll start again. It's moving her forward into things that are for her higher good. So it's moving her away from distorted perceptions. Okay, so reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. So she's starting to move through the veil, lift the veil, see things through a different light, change her perspective, shift it. That's what we saw earlier on, I'm pretty sure, with the illusions and deception. She's learning to trust the unknown, knowing the unknown. So 5s are all about the change. 7s are the Chariot. So moving through those illusions and distorted perceptions, trusting in her own intuition rather than the mind, which creates illusions. It's okay to not know what's coming up, but it's okay to... Sometimes it's okay to not have the answers, and we just need to sit through it and wait it out. We all need to be honest with ourselves. So to believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. So in other words, if you're believing what you're hearing or seeing on this journey, you know, sometimes even tarot readers, you know, twin flame, forums, you know, they all have a certain thing that happens in twin flame relationships which may actually not relate to your situation or your connection. It might make you really doubt, is this person really my person? And you just got to be aware of that too, of what you might be taking in, what energy you might be taking in, what information might be out there. Take it or leave it. You know, it may not resonate with you. Because everybody's on a different journey and at a different level on their journey. So at the moment, the Divine Feminines are starting to realize what fits with me and my values and this connection and what doesn't. So you don't need someone else to tell you whether your twin is your twin or soulmate or whatever. You know, whoever it is, your person's your person. Only you can decide whether this person is your forever person or, you know, or not. Just because someone's your twin flame doesn't mean you need to be with them in this lifetime. It may not be happening, but I do feel like for this particular ones I'm reading for, they genuinely both want to reunite and be together. There's no real harsh animosity between these two. I think if anything, the Divine Feminine is probably more self-doubt. Okay. So Spirit is saying, relax, we are with you. So I'm just going to get some charms and stuff now. Relax, we are with you. Trust in yourself because you're pretty strong. You've come a long way on your journey. And I think the feminines, what their biggest issue is sometimes getting too caught up in their head. So when they start thinking about things and trying to analyze and get to the bottom of something they just may not have the answers for, it may not always be available to them from source. You know, it could be about, well, where's he at on his journey and what's he doing? Some of us do know, we feel it, others don't for some reason. So it's okay to not have that, okay? Doesn't mean that you're not, you know, you're in a bad place with your person, or that you're not psychic enough, or whatever it might be, or you're just not in tune. There could be many reasons why that could be happening. Maybe you're just not meant to know at that time. Okay, I'm going to get some attributes here. This may or may not relate to your person. We'll see. It could relate to you or them. So someone could be, let's have a look, South Sudan. Could be from South Sudan. We've got someone with long hair. Southeast. So that could be southeast of you, or they live southeast of their country. We've got wealthy person. Also a crush. So someone is crushing on somebody. It looked like the divine feminine was definitely crushing on the masculine. We've got high charged emotions in this one. Single. Someone could be single. We've got Canada. And depression, someone could be undergoing that right now. We've got 50 to 60, which could be an age range, or it could be miles or kilometers that you are from each other. We've got financially wealthy. So someone's definitely focusing on their wealth, most likely both of you. We've got commitment issues for somebody who's, interesting, the Aquarius is coming up here. I'm not saying all Aquarians have commitment issues, but a lot of them I've come across don't really want to be tied down. They're very much a free spirit. They don't want to be locked into anything. So it's not that they don't want to commit to the relationship. They can definitely do so. But there might be this hesitancy at first, because they just want to make sure that you're not going to try and lock them in or trap them, you know, they don't want to change who they are. So 35 to 50 could be an age range, kilometers or miles that you are from each other. And we've got the fit athletic person. Someone could be focusing on their fitness. Engagement. So it could be that you are engaged, or, you know, there's going to be an engagement. Vegetarian, average height. I'm hearing that somebody wants to turn vegetarian. So they're really turning towards more, you know, healthy ways of living. Average height. Motorsports. Someone could be into football. Portugal is coming through. We've also got communication. So that's something that you guys are working on. Materialistic. So yeah, definitely. Lawyer. We've got true love. We've got exercises. So someone definitely is looking into their fitness, changing their lifestyle in so many ways, diet and exercise. We've got healer. Someone is a healer. And I'm hearing dogs. So I don't know if someone is a vet or dogs are healing in their life. I'm not sure. Northwest. Interesting. I had southeast and northwest. Did I just say dog? That's so weird. It says dog there. That's so funny. I didn't even see that. So we got Zambia. And we've got delivery. So someone could definitely own a dog. Someone could be a delivery driver. You might get a delivery in the mail if it's like a present. Pisces. We got Africa. Africa reminds me of that song Toto too. Southwest. So we had southeast, southwest, northwest. So they could live southwest from you or southwest of their country. Medium hair, so medium length hair, that means. Popular. Someone could be a realist. And we've also got black hair, black skin, black car, black hair. Yeah, I said that. Pacific Islander. Wow, definitely could be with black hair. That's so beautiful. So let's have a look. We're going to get some charms. All right, we're going to get some charms here. Wow, wheeze. Hang on a minute. I'm going to make a mess everywhere. So, all right, let's see. Charms now, darlings. Oh, what do we got? Someone likes their Jack Daniel. Someone's name might be Jack or Daniel. They might like a drink. Just making sure no other ones came out. We got this blue rose. So they see you as a rare rose in their life. You are very special. They might want to give you a rose. Someone might have family together, you might have children, or they want to have a family with you. We've got the baby bottle and the baby, so someone could have a baby right now, or pregnant. Little teddy bear definitely reminds me of little kids, you know, wanting to have that family, but I do feel they want to give you a bear hug too. Whoopsies. Fork, so they want to cook for you. Yeah, and there's a hammer here, so there might be a tradie, or they just want to build something, rebuild this with you, is what I saw before. And we've got party. Oh, they want to party with you, they want to celebrate with you. There might be a birthday party or a party gathering or something that you guys see each other at. Might be somewhere where there's music as well. You could be musicians. We've got Cancer, so definitely could be someone's star sign or Cancer regarding home and family. They want to have a family with you. They want to live with you, and they want to travel with you as well. So it says cruises to the heart of Asia. So there could be an Asian connection here. Best weekends away, top cruises. So it looks really tropical and beautiful, like an island. You might want to, you know, someone might live in those places, or it could be that they just want to, travel with you. So we've got Alexander the Great, chariot energy right here with the horses. Oh, God, I just dropped it. Such an idiot. All right, hang on. Oh, my Lord. Okay, yeah. So someone's name might be Alex, Alexander, Alexandra, the Great. So they want to come charging in and just take control and sweep you off your feet. We've got this beautiful green heart, which is about healing of the heart chakra right here. And we've also got the blue. So the third eye, lapis lazuli. And I think this is the aventurine. So they're definitely starting to see things, okay, in a loving way. They're starting to see how much you love them. And this is the turquoise, which represents protection, friendship, throat chakra. So yeah, it definitely wants to speak from the heart and tell you how they see you in their future. And we've got this swans, once again, the swans. So you might be seeing swans literally in your environment, or it could be on TV or tarot readings, on any cards, could be anything. Could see the name Swan, okay? And so it's just letting you know that the soulmates, you know, swans are together, they're in love, there's harmony together. Let's get some letters. So we got an A, X, E, Y, G, Q, B, R, H, T, W, N, F, V, J, S, U, okay? So I'm just going to take a moment to focus. Just trying to see if I've got my book here. I could actually do that. I will come back in a moment. Okay, I am back again, and I'm sure there's probably more, as I always say, there's probably more that I haven't seen. But we do have there's another word coming through. I've just realized it. Hang on a minute. So we've got JAWNHRTEUXFVGBSYQ. You can always write them down and see if you can find other words and comment below, guys. But what I got here was tax. So they might be working as an accountant, they might work with documents, someone might need to get their tax done. We've got the word tay, so I kind of see that as like an abbreviation of someone's name, perhaps. Tab, so it could be gambling, or it could be that they like to put things on tab, or it could be someone's name, Tabitha. Taj, Raj, we've got Taz, so it could be Tassie, Tasmania. Tasman, we've got Jace, okay, so like Jace for Jason. We've got gent, so I kind of get the idea that the masculine really wants to be like a gentleman. We've got Jen, okay, Jen or Gen, however you want to say that as an abbreviation. We've got Ben, and we've got number 10, so the 10th of the month could be significant. Oh, there goes my flash. And we've got Sven, S-V-E-N, Sven. And we've got great, so they really feel like that, really great when they're with you. We've got breast, so they must really love the feminine's breasts. Rest, so yeah, just need to take some rest time right now. They want to be at their best for you. And someone might live near a sea or a bay. They're the words that came through. Bars. So they might want to meet you at a bar. They might have met you at a bar. They might like to go to a bar and just have a few drinks with mates. We got the word brat, which made me laugh. So I thought maybe some of you have always thought, oh, they're a bit of a brat, a bit of a spoilt brat sometimes, the way they act. We got rat, which is the year of the rat they could have been born in. We got Texas, like Texan or Texas. We've got the word sex. We've got the word sax. So they might play an instrument. They might like jazz music. Someone could be tanned right now. We got the word fan, so they are your biggest fan. And I got the words run, sun, fun. So I thought they want to run in the sun with you and have fun. Bath came through, so it could be that they want to have a bath with you. Might want to go to a spa or something. We got the word father. So this person could be a father, you could be a father, or they want to be. We got Nathan. So there was no two A's or two N's, but that's the word I saw. Nate and Nathan, Nath. Jet could represent going on a jet, flying on a jet. Jan could be someone's name, or January came through as well. Just very quickly going to get some numbers for you guys, and then I'll have to say goodbye because my flash is gone. But we've got the number 3, the number 5, one just fell on the ground. Number 2, number 2's on the ground. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. 3520, number 9, number 1. These could be birth dates, phone numbers, years, ages, birth years, ages, postcodes, could be anything. One more, thank you. So we've got here 3520917886. Just going to get a last message from each one. Divine Masculine, what do you want to say? And he says, you are the best thing that has ever happened in my life. And the Divine Feminine says, wow, there's 2 here. You are so adorable. I love your giggly, bubbly nature. And crank up the music and let's dance. Oh, so beautiful, guys. I've loved doing this reading for you, and I love connecting with you guys every week. I look forward to connecting with you next time. Hopefully there'll be another one out before Christmas. If not, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'm going to say it in every video anyway. Between now and then, don't forget to put a green heart in, subscribe, guys, and you'll be in the draw to win a private reading, which I will draw out on the 22nd of December. Love you all. We'll catch up next time. Mwah.